Okay, it looks like we're all set, right? 30 seconds to go. I see no reason why we can't start early. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope you're all doing well today. I know that I am kind of in a rush. We're starting 30 seconds early, I know, but I did my laundry today. That is why I have clean pants, as you can tell. Washed my pants earlier today, so I was kind of in a rush. I like getting in the studio a little early and setting up, but today I just got in a few minutes ago, but apparently everything is on my side and working a-okay. So, today is going to be a relatively short stream. We're going to start off like we always do. We're going to go over to the computer. We're going to check out what we did yesterday, and then we'll tackle our day from there. So what did we do yesterday? Well, we did the details, the lighter details of our plants. So we went around the whole canvas doing that. Eventually we finished off our little towers, fixed all the little destruction. We added a little comma to the eyeball. We finished our nuclear guy, and that's what we did yesterday. We had a pretty good day, I must admit, a pretty full day, and today's going to be a relatively short stream. Not because it's the European soccer tournament going on. Lord knows I would not sacrifice art for sports. Hell no, I'm not that kind of a guy, even though there's a match in a few hours. But that's not the point. The point is we're going to have a short stream because we're going to finish off our plants, and then we are going to do the first coat of our leaves of our frame, and then that's all we can do today until the paint dries so we can continue on the frame. We're going to have to wait for the black on our leaves to dry as well. So we'll see. Maybe we can go a little further. Maybe I could put the first coat of the heart that's going to go here. We'll see. So let's not waste any time. I am going to start off by getting some black paint ready. We're going to do the outlines and finish off our leaves. I do have the fan going on because it is so hot. It is wonderful. It feels like the middle of summer. I mean, after all, we are just about the end of June, so it would be time that it warmed up. And yes, that's what I was saying. I'm trying to think on 4 things at the same time, but that's why the fan is on. It feels great. That's why my hair is all wet, because I wet it a few minutes ago because I was sweating bullets. So, all that said and done, let's get the paint ready. Let's find the right paintbrush. I guess I'm going to start off with a bigger paintbrush just to get the right consistency of the paint. I want the paint to be the right texture so it flows perfectly on the canvas as though it was ink, yet a little bit thicker because we do want to keep the opacity to its maximum. So let's clean off our knife. There we go. So the building is full of women today. It's great. Luba, who has a studio downstairs, who's been absent for a while, she is back today. Leah, who has also a studio at the floor below, is here. So is Claudine, who has a studio upstairs. So I am surrounded by beautiful French women, and that always makes my day. So I'll stop blabbing and start working. Let me just add a little water to this paint to get it to be the right texture, as I mentioned a few seconds ago. And if we were blending colors, I would go to camera number 1 and do it together. But since it's black on a black background, really not that interesting. You don't have to be a scientist to mix water and pigments, or water and paint, I should say. So let me just work all this out. Stir it up. go. And then I am going to have to find the right paintbrush, because I don't want these outlines to be too thick. So this is a beautiful texture right there. I'm wondering if it's not a little too thick though. So maybe I'll add one more big blob of water and blend all this in, and it should make it a little more liquid, which should spread maybe a little bit easier, yet retain maximum opacity. So let's see. Let's just twirl and churn all this around. There we go. That looks pretty good. Let me just adjust this light here for a second. There we go. Bring it just a little bit more towards the center. I mean, usually I have the window open, the shades to the window open, but today I kept them closed to keep the coolness at maximum in. And fortunately, with these umbrellas and these lights that I have for making my little movies, it doesn't really make that much of a difference for the camera. So that's pretty cool. So, as I was saying, I need to find the right paintbrush. I do not want this to get out of hand and become a nightmare. So, also there's an extremely lot of texture on this canvas because I knifed on a lot. The towers, the fire here behind it, the plants, a lot of knifing, so there's a lot of thickness, which is going to give me problems. Well, not really, but I am going to have to be careful and especially not lose it. So I have two brushes here, one a little thicker than the other one. And I'm not sure which of these two I should use. Do I have anything here maybe that would help me decide? These two could be good candidates. Or will this one be too thick? I am not sure. I'm going to start with these guys, set these two aside in case I need backup. The same with this guy. I'll just put him a little bit aside so I can find him quickly. Wet this brush. There we go. Nice and wet. Get rid of the excess water. I'll move camera number one a little closer as well, so we can see exactly what I'm doing here. So I'm going to start with the upper plant, of course. So let me move this over here, and I'll zoom in so I'm not in front of the lens. I think that should do it. So let me just zoom in a little bit, as long as I don't forget to move the camera, which I often do. Okay, so yesterday, I mean, usually I play some music when I'm doing something that's where I need to concentrate, just to break the monotony of painting. And yesterday I didn't. I played with silence, and I must say I really enjoyed it. It'd been a while. I always play music while I'm painting. I used to before I was streaming, and but it was kind of nice to paint in silence. So I'm going to do that again today. I'm looking at my paint here. It does look awfully thick though. But anyways, let's try it. If not, I'll just add a little more water. So I'll switch over to camera number one. And let's try this out. So this is definitely the right size paintbrush. I am just going to continue and fix the black outline that we screwed up when we did our leaves. There we go. paint, I think, is a little thick. Let me just step back for a minute. The paint's a little thick, but the size of the line is just what I wanted, so that's not bad. There we go. And usually I would continue out of laziness, but I have learned over the years that it doesn't pay off to be lazy, so I'm just going to add a little more water to my paint. I know usually, like I said, I would continue and just struggle through it. I obviously have matured, woohoo! And I am going to add even more water. I didn't realize that it was so thick, and probably with the heat the water is evaporating maybe a little quicker than usual than it did over the winter. Maybe that's throwing me off as well. No, it can't have evaporated that quickly within a few minutes, but who knows. So let's try that. That's a little bit more liquid. Looks like it would flow better. So let's go back to our canvas. I will move the camera over a little bit. There is a little bit of a glare from the light. The other day there was a glare from the window, so. Okay, that's pretty good, except that I have too much water on my brush now. There we go. Just wipe that off clean. And you see it's starting to drip on the canvas, which is okay. Let's hope everything goes better now. There we go. Back to this leaf here. There we go. There we go. I can tell I'm warming up. I have more control over my actions, and that's a relief. Shit, I forgot to do this part. Let's do that right now. Fixing up the screw-ups. There we go. Maybe if I move the camera a little bit, there'll be a little bit less glare. As soon as we get towards these lower plants, I'm sure there'll be less of a glare, but a little speed bump there from my knifing on the paint. And of course, I don't have the camera in the right spot. Typical. There you go. Sorry about that, folks. Kind of annoying, though. There we go. Now we can return to that last little curvy leaf. Again, a lot of these little speed bumps from knifing on the paint a few days ago. There we go. And my paint is definitely getting thicker by the minute. Come on, baby. give me a nice little curve here. There we go. Very good. Okay, I'm going to continue with these leaves up there since eventually that's where I'm going to be putting my heart, so if it has time to dry, that's a good thing. I'm just going to come here and add another glob of water to the paint and mix it in because it is already very thick. No big deal. Gives my neck a break from looking up. Stir it up there again. Mix all this so it's nice and homogeneous. There we go. Very good. So where am I? I'm here with my leaves. So, first of all, I'm going to fix the corner. I got demolished when I did my leaves. There we go. Whoops, what is that? A little hair? Okay. Good thing I caught it before I start painting. Whoops, a lot of water again on my brush. Let me get that off before it starts dripping. There we go. I assume I caught that just in time. There we go. I am doing the leaves in an order that is safe for me to paint without putting my hands in the paint. That's why I'm skipping from one plant to the other, going back and forth to avoid catastrophes, potential catastrophes, I should say. There we go. All right, very good. I'll just pull the camera back for a few seconds. God damn it, I didn't even switch cameras. Unbelievable. Sheesh. Okay, I'm going to work down on this next plant because that is where the heart is going to go again, right on top of that leaf. So give it time to dry. All right, very good. I'll zoom in a little bit more. There you go.
Ah, j'aime beaucoup les couleurs. Ouais. Comme ça, l'orange et le violet, j'adore la couleur. Et sous tes vies, on se voit en août.
Comment?
On se voit en août.
Ça marche, ça marche. Ciao, tu bouges où là?
Là, je vais à Paris, résidence artiste à Ibiza et Isola.
Ah, super, fais pas de...
Isola.
Ah, c'est loin de chez moi.
Ah, c'est un peu loin, là, quand même. Tellement grand.
Dans un autre sens.
Belle créa.
Ouais, bah, bonne création. Et sois vigilante à Ibiza, ok?
Tu prends pas
Sois vigilante, hein. Fais attention.
Déjà, je me soigne.
Protège-toi, oui, oui. Te laisse pas embarquer dans des trucs. Bon. Ciao.
un petit peu le même genre. Ah oui, c'est pareil, c'est long. À toutes.
À toutes. Salut Louba, à bientôt j'espère. Ah, très bien.
Salut. Bon voyage. Je me fais du vin à j'adore. Redemandant. C'est quoi ton choix, c'est plaisir? Moi aussi, on se tient au courant. D'accord, je reviens une prochaine fois. Alors, normalement, je vais faire
There we go. Ah, shit. Made a little mistake here. A little boo-boo. Right there. No big deal, just get a little bit of water and we wipe it right off. Just like that. All right. So get these leaves, let's work on this last one. So again, I am just gonna come back here for a second and add a little bit of water. This time, hopefully I won't forget to switch the cameras back. Let's work all this paint. There, that looks pretty good. And I might as well rinse off my brush just to start new. There we go. Get rid of that excess water, which already caused me a little bit of problems. So where are we at here? We're at this last leaf. Okay. All right. And let's switch back to camera number 1 again. Okay, so these are all the little humps that are going to give me a hard time because of the knifing on the paint. Of course, when you're standing far away, you'll never notice it, but there we go. Not too bad, I guess, so far. There we go. And I might as well just start right here. You know, I keep putting my hand in some friggin' paint, which I screwed up right over here. There. Let me get back to my little waves in here. There we go. And you know what? I'm gonna grab my chair here. Grab my chair. I have a weak back and there's no way I want to hurt myself even more. There we go. So, where am I here? I guess I'll start right here. Again, these little bumps from knifing on the paint. There we go. All right, beautiful. It's wonderful, marvelous. There we go. More of these little bumps that we will overcome with a shitload of paint. There we go. And I guess I can come back and finish this off right there. Okay, cool. Very good. Okay, very good. So let's get back to these other plants right over here now. Let's go to this baby right here. I'll zoom in just a little bit. Hopefully I won't forget to move the camera. So let me just stand back for a second, take a look from afar. Yes. The black always looks nicer the next day because it becomes matte, you know, like here. Nice and matte, and it blends in better, I think. When it's still a little shiny and stuff, I don't like it all that much, but I know it looks better the next day. So I've learned to be patient and not to worry about it. So let me just come over back to camera number 1. Like that, I'll have some materials for my movie afterwards. Very good. You see, when the paint is the right consistency, it just flows like ink. And that is the way we like it. There we go. Oh shit, I dropped a little bit of paint there. Oh, there we go. Again, just a little bit of water, the clean rag, and we wipe it right off. There we go. gives me an excuse to start talking again, which I totally forgot I was streaming. I was drifting away in my own brain here, getting in my meditative mood, and totally forgot I was streaming. There we go.
Quelle précision.
M'a fait peur.
Oui. Faut que j'apprenne avec des pinceaux.
Ah, ouais, bah. Franchement, ton atelier est un des plus beaux du Pigeonnier. Hein, donc,
Oui, mais avec les pinceaux, je peux pas faire ça.
Ah. Ouais, tu peux, mais ça te prendrait 3 heures de plus.
C'est ça.
Par peinture. Par toile.
Ouais, j'aime beaucoup les couleurs de celui-là.
Ouais. Ouais, moi aussi, j'avoue. Puis de le faire vertical au lieu d'horizontal, ça change un petit peu pour moi.
Ah bah ouais.
Parce que j'utilise toujours un peu cette dimension-là, c'est
Ouais.
la dimension que j'aime le plus.
Mais tu la faisais à l'intérieur.
Voilà. Bah, ça, c'est la taille du rouleau que j'ai, qui est 1m70.
Oui.
Et je déroule 1m20,
Oui.
à peu près. Et pour moi, c'est la bonne taille.
Avec le gâteau rouge comme ça, c'est trop bien.
Ouais. Bah, après, je vais faire je pense des petites fleurs, des feuilles comme ça, mais jaunes.
Ouais.
Je crois, quelque chose comme ça. À moins que j'arrive à penser à autre chose en attendant.
Ouais.
Je termine ça d'abord.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais quand tu te trompes
Quand je me trompe,
dans les contours ou tu te trompes pas?
bah ouais, bien des fois je me trompe, j'essaie de quelque chose de nouveau, ça marche pas. Et bah, vite, je termine, je range. Mais tu veux dire tromper comme ça, au choix de couleur, ou bien tu veux dire...
Bah, tout le temps, mais du coup ça donne autre chose.
Oui,
Une direction de.
oui,
tableau.
ça donne autre chose, ouais.
Mhm.
Mais bon, j'arrive maintenant à un stage où j'avoue que je me trompe rarement. Hein.
Oui, c'est ça.
Je choisis à l'avance dans mon cerveau un peu les couleurs qui vont, je sais, fonctionnent ensemble. Des fois, j'essaie des variations de couleurs, de rouge, pour pas toujours être la même chose. C'est surtout dans le symbolisme que je cherche plutôt des trucs nouveaux. Parce qu'après ça, ici, je vais mettre mon cœur satellisé dans ce coin-là.
Ah, d'accord.
Là, une fois que le noir est sec.
Bien.
Tu vas faire ton échographie là?
Je vais faire mon échographie
T'as rendez-vous à quelle heure?
à 16h.
Ah.
Ça va. Après, soit
C'est
je
où?
reviens, soit je ne sais pas. Débouchage.
Ah.
Mhm.
Et tu repars comment? En voiture ou en train?
En train.
Et il est à quelle heure?
Oh, il a plusieurs.
Ah, d'accord.
Il a à 16h et quelques, à 5h et quelques, à 6h et quelques, je verrai.
C'est un voyage de combien de temps?
1h et 1h30. 1h10.
D'accord.
Mais c'est agréable. Quoi.
Ouais.
Tu le sens pas si tu t'occupes de quelque chose, ça va, mais c'est heureux.
Oui, il y a une copine qui est descendue de Sospel en train là, la semaine dernière, qui est venue là faire un coucou au Pigeonnier. Et c'est à peu près 1 heure de train aussi de là-bas, si j'ai bien compris.
Mais Bray, c'est juste après Sospel. Ouais.
D'accord.
Voilà. Bon, mais bosse bien, peut-être que tout à l'heure,
Ben
c'était
oui.
pas encore parti.
Oui, oui.
Sinon, à bientôt.
Ben, j'espère. Tu penses revenir au moins une fois dans l'été?
Non, mais je pense pour les week-ends, notamment là, c'est pour ça, la semaine, je bosse bien pour avoir les week-ends libres et pour
Ouais.
les soumises et tout ça. Donc, ben, on est sorti 2-3 fois du bled pour voir des amis vers ici, mais sinon,
Ouais.
il y a toujours des choses à faire.
Là-bas?
Ouais, avec l'été surtout maintenant.
Tu veux dire des choses fun ou tu parles de boulot là?
Boulot, mais c'est combiné à fun parfois. Tu
Ah,
fais
bon.
des événements, des petits trucs, ça va. C'est la période maintenant. Profitons tant qu'il n'y a pas encore la rentrée, d'autres Covid, d'autres choses.
Ouais, tu m'étonnes. Et tu peux pas faire une expo là-bas?
Mais normalement, oui, il faut juste que je m'organise. Et pour l'instant, j'ai pas la tête sur ça. Mais déjà, en 2 semaines, il y a un petit marché d'artistique. Peut-être je vais.
Il n'y a pas de galerie du tout pour les touristes ou...
Ils font dans une église qui est très sympa d'ailleurs.
Ouais.
Synchronisée. Et il y a un autre endroit aussi où ils font des expositions, donc je pense faire bientôt, parce que je m'organise bien. En plus, c'est la bonne période, là, il y a un peu de touristes.
Bah oui, ça devrait redémarrer là. Il faut que tu sois la première à exposer.
Ah, je pense que déjà, il y a d'autres qui sont exposés après la tempête, ça va. Ok.
Bon.
Bisous.
Oui.
Je suis ravie de t'avoir vu brièvement.
Bah moi aussi.
Mieux que rien.
Toujours un plaisir.
Allez, ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao, à bientôt Louba.
À bientôt.
Et dis salut à Loïc aussi.
Oui, ça sera fait.
C'est sympa. So again, forgot to move the friggin' camera. Sorry about that. Come on, baby. There we go. Paint is getting thick again. All right, so why don't I move this camera a little closer, like that I can zoom in. And I'm going to do a major zoom on this guy, just for my movie. Hopefully I won't blow it. I always tend to blow the ones that are zoomed in, right? So let's hope this one will work out fine. There we go. Let me load up on paint again. So let's pull back the camera and get the last 2 leaves here. The last 3 leaves, apparently. And a lot of little bumps right there. And all these little bumps, there we go. All right. Okay, now we've got one more last bumpy little leaf to do right here. There we go. And I'll bring it down right there. Just like that. And while I'm here, I can fix up a tiny little screw up right there. Look at that. Making everything nice and tight. And there, how's that look? So that looks pretty good. While I'm here, I can see my black paint is a little thin right in here, which I'm sure the camera doesn't see it, but I might as well, since I have black paint and I'm right here, might as well put a second coat, make that nice and thick, nice and opaque, and I'll do the same right in this little area right here. There we go. There we go, just tie everything in. I see there's a little bit of, I could do a little fixing up right in here. Okay, no one sees what I'm doing, of course, because I forgot to move the camera. Anyways, I was just fixing up a few things on my head. That's just down below, right there. So, where are we at now? Pull the chair back. I'll pull the camera back like that. Everybody can just step back for a second and take a look and see where we are at. Okay. So what I wanted to do next is some little leaves here and all the way around in yellow, but of course I'm not going to do that in yellow right away. I am going to do it in white first. I have to do it in white so that the yellow will be nice and brilliant, and I'll have to do 2 coats of yellow on top of the white anyways, so that's just the way it goes. But if I want these colors to be nice and vibrant, I have to put white and 2 coats of yellow. So what am I looking for? The white. Let's do that. And then we'll probably call it quits for today. We are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Boy, I would love to finish this painting on Friday for 2 reasons. 1, because Monday is a great day to start a new canvas. And 2, because Friday will be my 200th stream. So that's a good, nice little anniversary worth celebrating. And for that, I hope to have my friends Diego and Jalil and just a few musicians playing live here in the studio while I'm painting, while I'm actually finishing this painting. So that would be pretty cool. But we'll have to see how Wednesday and Thursday go before I can plan that. So, there we go. Let me rinse off my knife. Find the right paintbrush again. And again, I don't want a paintbrush that's too big. I don't want to make these leaves that are going to go around too fat. I want them to be nice and thin. Actually, I'll do it in 3 coats. I might do it kind of like I did these leaves with a golden yellow in the middle, ochre yellow on the outside, and then black on top of that maybe. So there's quite a bit of work to be done, I must say, if I go with that kind of a scheme. So let me just get the white paint ready here. Again, this is just like the black paint earlier, not very difficult to do. I'm not going to do it on the camera. I'm just very quickly going to blend this in so that, again, the paint will flow the way it should. I mean, these are the 3 things you always want to do and make sure you do if you want your painting to go smoothly. 1 is have the right consistency of the paint. 2, have the right paintbrush. And 3, be in a comfortable position to paint. If you can reunite all 3 of those conditions, well, painting is just enjoy. But I have painted, sometimes you have to get on your knees or twist yourself and not very comfortable, nor is it enjoyable. So I think just like with the black paint, I need a little bit more water. When I started this red frame, you can see I have 2 purple lines and then a whole bunch of little white dots going all the way around, because I started that to save time to go quickly as I was starting off this painting, having to wait for the background colors to dry. 2 coats of green, plus the shading, plus the rings, the electromagnetic waves, plus the little planets. So all that, while I was waiting for that to dry, I went ahead and did this, and then I kind of changed my mind of what I was going to do on my frames. So I kind of did a lot of work that maybe I really didn't have to do. All that to say that, I guess. Who knows? So let's try this. This white paint looks like it's the right consistency. I'm not sure about my brush. Maybe if I just rinse it off and dry it off, it'll work out. It looks a little big though. Well, maybe not. So let's try that. So, like usual, I'm going to start on the upper left-hand side, work my way around so I don't put my hand in the paint. So I'm just going to move this camera over a little bit so I don't stand in front of the lens. I'm going to zoom in on that upper portion. And I am going to grab my stool right here. There we go. This paint looks awfully thick. I'm not sure I'm going to stick with it, but anyway, so where are we at here? We are ready to go. And you know what? I am, again, kind of thirsty. So I'm just going to go back in my little kitchen area right here and grab some water. There we go. So I see a bunch of white spots on my canvas that weren't there before. I wonder if did I just do that a few seconds ago? I guess so, because it's just rubbing off very quickly with water. So I must have just did those spots a few seconds ago. There we go. Damn it. We want perfection, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay. So let's go over to camera number 1. I hear little birds. Oh, tweet, tweet, tweet. It is Jalil, ladies and gentlemen. Jalil in the house. Right.
Louva est passé, ça sent Louva.
Ah, Louva et Léa.
Et Léa, enfin
Et
Au
Claudine.
bout de 7 mois, Léa passe enfin.
Ouais, elle se casse là, jusqu'au mois d'août. Elle va à Ibiza.
Elle peut pas prendre tout son matos et se barrer avec. Tu l'as pas vu?
Putain, vous êtes trop méchant avec cette fête.
Putain, on la voit jamais, on peut pas être méchant.
Oh putain, je suis sur caméra là. Je me calme.
Putain, on la voit pas.
Ah oui, elle est séquestrée chez moi.
Ah, c'est ça. En fait, Elvis, le vaccin t'a tué ou quoi, le deuxième?
Non, j'étais
Pas le moral.
pas le moral.
Je
Ouais,
sais.
exactement. Ouais. Et là, je suis parti faire mon linge aujourd'hui. Tu peux voir, j'ai des pantalons propres.
C'est beau.
Et en sortant avec mon linge, je vois derrière la porte d'entrée quelqu'un. C'était Alex. Donc il est rentré, il est venu déjeuner à la maison. Ouais. Donc ça va.
T'as parlé avec lui ou pas?
Pas encore. Je parlerai quand il viendra ce week-end.
C'est beau, là, t'as bien avancé, hein?
Oui, j'ai bien avancé.
Magnifique.
Non, je suis un peu content ou un peu excité parce qu'il y a ma fille qui m'a parlé au téléphone hier et elle a une amie à elle, sa fille. Elle habite Washington aussi, et sa fille a 16-17 ans, je ne sais pas lequel, et elle vient au mois de juillet pour son école à Nice pendant un mois. Elle connaît personne, donc c'est parfait pour
Alex?
Pour Alex, c'est parfait, ouais. Donc oui, je l'ai dit aujourd'hui à Alex, je lui ai dit, alors donc bien sûr un peu nerveux, mais c'est bien parce que c'est comme ça, lui il va apprendre l'anglais, ça lui fait une copine à Washington, que s'il y va l'année prochaine, donc c'est franchement c'est...
La baraque?
Non, son école lui a fourni une piole, je
bien.
suppose, ou quelque chose.
C'est bien.
Mais donc la mère apparemment est un peu nerveuse, donc j'ai dit à Violette de lui donner mon WhatsApp pour la rassurer, puis je m'occuperai d'elle, ou Alex s'occupera d'elle, quoi.
Ouais, c'est bien, tu vas ça, tu
Ouais.
ça te met en contact, tu peux bouger, tu as envie de partir aux États-Unis.
Exactement.
C'est top.
Puis elle présentera ses copains, copines à elle, c'est génial, c'est vraiment l'idéal, quoi. C'est ce que j'espérais. Si j'espère ils perdront tous les deux leur virginité sur la plage.
La mosquée.
Il n'y en a pas à Nice. Hein.
Elle est voilée, tu ne sais pas, la meuf, elle va arriver.
Il paraît qu'elle est blonde américaine.
Blonde voilée.
Blonde voilée. Exact.
Bon, je te laisse finir.
Bah, c'est sympa quand même, parce qu'il y en a qui bossent hein, dans la vie.
Moi, je bosse plus.
Bon, à tout à l'heure.
Ouais. T'as vu comment ça a marché, l'ouverture de la porte, là, ça a enlevé la conversation.
Ah, c'est cool. Je suis content de l'avoir fait. Je suis un héros. So, anyways, let's get back to what we were doing. I'm gonna just move this over a little bit because I saw I was standing in front of the lens. And I also need 30 seconds to step back and see exactly what am I going to do here. So, how long has the stream been going on? An hour and 5 minutes. That's no big deal. So, what am I going to do here? Okay, I got it. I see it. Therefore, I can paint it. So let's go back to camera number 1. So there's a little hump here because the canvas is stapled to the wall. And I don't want to make these too big, as I mentioned a few minutes ago. There you go, something like that. I don't want these to be any bigger than that. And I'm going to give it some space between every plant as well. Just like that. Okay, so let me just step back again. And that's just fine. That's perfect. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to go around. Just move my little stool. Again, a couple of leaves in the middle. Where is the middle? About, I would say somewhere like right there, if it matters. There we go. And let's go to the far right. I'll move the camera over. We can go zoom in maybe a little bit more in that corner. There we go. There, very nice. Very, very nice. There we go. Okay. Very good. So, let's go back to this left-hand side. Come on down to the middle more or less. Where's the middle? I would say about there. That'd be the middle of this painting. Does it really matter? I guess it doesn't really matter. So what am I? I'm on double camera. So let me go to camera number 8, just to give me some material to paint, to make my movie with. There we go. No need to be too picky since there's going to be 3 more coats of paint on this. Very good. I gotta watch out. There's some black paint here, which is still wet. Don't want to screw up. So the paint isn't quite flowing as it should, which means what? Which means I got to add a little bit of water to it, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Just add a little bit of water and mix it in. It's true with the heat, it's really evaporating very quickly. But I'm not complaining. I prefer the heat than the cold of the winter, even though my hair is all wet and sticky and my neck. But anyways, don't want to make you throw up here. All right, that looks like a beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful consistency, good texture. Let's rinse off the brush. Let's squeeze out the excess water. And let's return to our little leaves. So I'm going to grab my chair again and maybe step back for a second and see where we're at. Okay. And switch cameras as well. There we go. All right, very good. I'll move on to the other side. Just bring my chair over here. Bring the camera as well. So there's about the center is right about there. Okay, let me get the chair out of the way first. Right about here. Very good. Okay, so tu t'en vas déjà?
Ouais. Ça fait bien.
Merci pour les détails. Tout ça pour utiliser ton pas de truc à papier, hein?
Je te jure.
All right, so we got that done. Let's do these lower leaves. And then I'm gonna have to grab my stool, I guess, and sit on that for the lower part of this painting. But that's no big deal either, is it? So we have that. T'as besoin de quoi, du PQ?
Ouais.
J'en ai là.
Ah, j'en ai bien pour là. C'est gentil. Parce que pour mastiquer la nouille, c'est trop court là.
Je m'en doute. Écoute, je sais pas. Tu veux pas aller voir si je l'ai pas foutu là, non ce...
Tchernobyl.
Merde, qu'est-ce que j'en ai foutu? J'ai acheté tout plein de rouleaux pour le pigeonnier. Ah, ils sont là, excuse-moi déjà. T'en veux combien?
Un seul, c'est bon. Merci pour...
De rien. T'as vu où ils sont?
Oui, c'est bon. On va en mettre un. Ça va faire quoi?
So, let me get my stool. Let me move this camera back over here. I guess we'll go to this lower left-hand corner. I'll pull the camera back a little bit because like that I won't have to get up. And put that there. pull my pants up. There you go. And let's switch over to camera number 1. Just grab a little bit of water while I'm here. And there we go. There we go. Nothing too complicated and everything a lot of fun. Really, I hope this gives you envy to paint. Very good. Okay, let me move the stool to the center. Move that like that. I guess I can move it just a little bit closer. Okay, get all tangled up in the wires. Don't want to really make you seasick or anything. So, let me just zoom in a little bit right there. And let me get down again on my stool. Just like that. And coming down the last final corner. Okay, and for the last 2 final leaves, There we go. Okay. So, let's move everything back. Let's step back and see what we've done. All right. So, that is our view from camera number 2. And then we have the view from camera number 1. And that brings us to the conclusion of today's painting session. So tomorrow what we will do is we will put the white background coat of our heart right there. And then we will put the first coat of yellow paint on our leaves. Again, it will be a relatively short stream, though with my fan and this heat, I bet you that heart will be, the white paint of the heart will be dry by the time that we finished our first coat of yellow. So I'll be able to put the first coat of orange and red and gold. Yeah, so that's pretty good. We're moving forward nicely. So it looks like we could end this painting on Friday, which will be awesome for the 200th stream, our little anniversary party. So once again, I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you'll be here tomorrow as well, 9 a.m. We'll continue on this baby. And I'm going to leave you with two things. I'm going to leave you with my schedule, and I'm going to leave you by saying, ciao mes amis.